Hey YouTube!
We are excited today to talk to you about the newest ship in Carnival's fleet.
It's not the oldest, but it's definitely an old one that's coming in.
Carnival Luminosa. So coming over from Costa Cruise Lines in June of this year, Carnival made the announcement that they were going to take another ship.
Yeah, they were going to take the Costa Magica. I'm probably not saying that correctly. That was going to be originally coming over and doing the Australian cruises, but then they decided to announce the Costa Luminosa instead.
We even wrote a whole article about the Costa Magica where maybe it's going to be the Carnival Sunset. We weren't sure what it was going to be, but in June, Carnival actually updated everyone, I guess, and let us know that they were going to bring over a different Costa ship, the Costa Luminosa, to become
the Carnival Luminosa. So they're keeping the branding or the original name that it was sailing under, which I guess makes it less that they have to change on it, but really they are making significant changes to the ship so that it's going to fit the Carnival brand and the Carnival guests.
Significant changes. So Carnival has said that in the short time that they have to ready the ship to sail with Carnival, they're not going to get all of the 2.0, the Fun Ship 2.0 features.
Right.
We'll talk about what that means in another video, but for now, what we will talk about is the things that you can expect on Carnival Luminosa.
Yep.
Some notable changes or notable things that you might
be missing,
that'll be missing.
Yep.
And then our final thoughts in terms of what that ship is going to look like.
Yeah. So one of the cool things is the Luminosa just entered dry dock 2 days ago, I want to say. Here's a screenshot actually from the webcams while they were still turned on when she was in her dry dock. Awesome. They had a huge ceremony where they handed over from the Costa crew, the Costa captain, handed basically the keys over to the Carnival captain.
If you haven't seen it, John Heald recorded it. It was
cool.
Such a cool moment
really
for Costa and for Carnival. Quite honestly, it's a new ship. It's an existing ship. It's a sister ship.
It is, yes.
To
the Spirit class. So we've got 4 Spirit class ships that currently sail with Carnival. We have the Spirit. We've got the Pride, we got the Miracle, we got the Legend.
But this one, she's a foot longer according to the deck plans.
She is.
And a little bit heavier.
Yeah, she has more
92,000 gross tons right around there. Okay.
Correct.
So that's a little bit about the Costa Luminosa becoming the Carnival Luminosa. So there are going to be things that we know and love that she'll have that's consistent, and then some of the things that we'll talk about that are missing. But who's getting these features first and foremost?
Yeah, so she's gonna start sailing down in Brisbane, Australia. You are the lucky people down under. You're gonna get to sail on her first. She's gonna start off doing your summer season, which actually begins in November. That's when she's gonna start sailing from the dry docks in Palermo, Italy.
She's sailing with Splendor in Australia.
Yes, that's correct.
Carnival Cruise Lines will have 2 ships.
They're returning back to having 2. So the Spirit used to sail in Australia, and then the pandemic changed her route, and she's now sailing in the US. She's completing the Alaska run right now. And then she's going to be taking over, I want to say the Ecstasy, Carnival Ecstasy will be exiting in October, and the Spirit will be taking Ecstasy's place.
So Australia,
and then after she finishes the summer season in Australia, she's going to sail across the Pacific and do the Alaska summer season in the US.
That would be a cool voyage.
Very awesome.
That would be awesome. Christine Duffy talked about how the Spirit class is really a popular class with their guests, and that's why they chose the Luminosa versus the Magica.
Right.
What we're going to talk about now is really what's the same, or what we can expect, what guests can expect from the Carnival Luminosa. Should we start with our favorite bars?
Yeah, we might as well. I mean, Alchemy, right? Who doesn't love Alchemy?
Carnival staple, Carnival Cruise Line staple.
So that bar is staying, or actually coming onto the ship.
Being added, okay.
Yep, so they're transforming the space that was a different bar on the Luminosa when it was under Costa, and it's going to be the Alchemy bar now.
She'll have the Red Frog Rum Bar.
Yep, the tongue twister.
Yes.
And Piano 88 Keys.
Oh, the
piano bar.
Piano bar, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
So she'll have some... And she'll have the atrium bar, the
casino bar, right,
you know, the adults only area bar.
Yes,
she'll have those other bars, but the branded Carnival bars that we've come to know and love, those are some of the ones that she'll have.
They certainly are.
So we love drinks and we love food.
We do.
Food is another big thing for the Luminosa.
So similar to the Spirit class sisters, Luminosa is also going to have one main dining room restaurant, and it's going to span over 2 levels, just the same as what we're familiar with the other Spirit ships.
She'll have, if I remember from the deck plan, we can put it right here.
Yep.
She'll also have that weird kind of restaurant annex area.
She'll have that annex for conferences or groups or
But she
whatever.
flips it to port side instead of starboard side from where her sisters have it.
Right.
So kind of it's labeled as Archipelago Restaurant.
If I remember correctly.
It's listed as that, and so she will have 2 restaurants. What else? Where else can we eat?
So if you like steak, you can go to Fahrenheit 555. That's going up on the top.
Bringing that Carnival branded Fahrenheit 555.
They sure are.
Okay. Sushi.
Sushi, yeah. But Bonsai Sushi Express.
Not the full restaurant, but
Right.
you will be able to get your sushi rolls, and you'll be able to get the to go. I call it sushi to go.
Sushi
There's
to go,
some
sure.
seating in there, but
It's
not
express, so there's not going to be a lot of seating, and everything is going to be more of a quick serve style as opposed to sitting and really making it a meal.
Yep.
And that's right next to the casino.
Kind of mid-forward.
Mid-forward,
Like,
yep.
Okay.
And then you can get pizza. Pizzeria
del Capitano. I always get that name wrong. We've joked about that in previous videos. So pizza. Oh, interesting. This was one that I found really interesting.
Yeah.
Old-fashioned barbecue.
Yeah, we've only seen that on the Splendor recently.
We saw it on the Splendor. It's on the Conquest class. It's really their old. It's the space usually above deck 10, the Lido
buffet.
The Lido buffet.
Right.
It used to be a variety of things before. Carnival had the rotisserie up there. They had a free seafood thing up there. But they've put in Old Fashioned Barbecue, which is their older brand, older barbecue brand with Guy Fieri sauces.
Right.
Interesting. Old Fashioned Barbecue is the brand, but it has the Guy Fieri sauces, and it just is. It's not themed.
No.
Guy.
Yeah, no. And this one is not directly above the Lido. It's actually at the back of the ship where we're used to seeing
the
other
pizzeria or the
restaurants.
deli or something like that.
Right.
It could be, and here's a teaser to what's to come, it could be because Guy's Burger is missing.
Right.
Okay.
Oops.
Okay, so what else? What else are food-wise?
That really is it. As far as food that you can eat.
As far as
food you can eat as
I
opposed
love that.
to not.
I love that.
Yeah. So there's also the familiar spa and adult branded items that we'll see on the Carnival Luminosa.
So if you can tell the order, we hit bars, we hit restaurants, and now we hit the other favorite things that we like to do. And Cloud9 Spa,
Yes.
Serenity, adults only area.
Yep. And the gym, fitness center.
That's right. The deck plans list. Similar to the other Spirit class, they've got the men's and women's locker room, public locker room off the gym, have a sauna.
Right.
And so it's a free sauna, as it is on the sister ships. It does not list a steam room, though.
It does not.
The Spirit class sauna and steam room in the locker rooms.
Amazing.
Again, I'm hoping we can put a picture here and here, like you always do magically.
Yep.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
They're awesome and they're free. Mardi Gras has done away with the free options. In fact, I believe that is the direction Carnival is going away, or is going in, is moving away from those free options. So you have to upgrade for the Cloud9 Spa.
Right. Absolutely.
Serenity is
Aft, very similar to the Spirit class.
Okay.
We'll see Serenity appear at the back of the ship.
So those are the
that's the adult stuff.
That's the adult stuff.
Yeah.
And then for those sailors who have kids,
right,
you've got your standard.
Right. You have your Club O2,
I said
Camp Ocean,
Camp Ocean, Circle C.
Circle C. Yeah. So those are the three.
But
so those are appearing. They're in different spots all over the ship, but they are coming to this ship.
Right.
And there's also a warehouse.
The arcade.
Yep.
The kids' arcade.
And again, they're kind of in weird places compared to the sister Spirit class ships.
Yeah.
But they are present, which is a nice thing.
What else?
You can get your coffee.
Java Blue.
Java Blue
is coming.
Yes.
Again, we'll see what the queue system is.
Right.
I promise I won't say that in every video that we do.
Are you sure?
Carnival Adventures, so shore excursions,
Right.
guest services, some of those things that are just
Yep.
on every ship. Pixels and Dream Studio, so you can buy your photos, you can pose for your nighttime photos and get your
Of course.
portraits.
One of our favorite things that was a big surprise to see come back to a Carnival ship,
I'm curious where you're going with this.
the art gallery.
The art gallery. Oh, yes. Okay, right here. I don't know if you can see Libo art is from the art gallery on the Carnival Conquest. So thank you, Park West, and thank you, Lebo, for that great art that
artwork
hangs on the wall.
Oh yeah.
So gone. Art is gone from most of the Vista class.
Yes.
It's not on Mardi Gras.
No, it is not.
We don't know if it's coming.
It's not on the deck plans for the celebration
Carnival
or Jubilee.
celebration or Jubilee. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're excited. We love the champagne art auctions. We collect things, obviously. Anyway, that's for another video. We'll record another video on that.
Yeah. Yep. So that's kind of exciting. And then, you know, your typical library space is going to be there, which is kind of familiar, kind of not. It kind of takes the space of the card rooms or the playing rooms and that sort of thing.
But in a different spot on this ship than her sisters,
That's
right?
correct.
Because the card rooms were more forward and this is in a different spot on the deck ones. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Something else that we see that's kind of common to the Spirit class is a mid-pool sliding dome roof.
This is a huge change on this ship.
Yes, it is.
So the Spirit class typically has 2 pools up there.
In the front, yeah. One of them is uncovered.
One of them's uncovered, and then the other one is covered.
Right.
But what is I think a challenge on the Spirit class personally is you eat up a lot of space laying out. Now, people always complain that there's not enough pools.
Right.
There's not enough places to swim on a Carnival ship, but so what in the Spirit they tried to fix that. They put in 2 pools, but the reality is they took out a ton of space from the deck.
Right.
So this one only has 1 pool and a bunch more space.
Correct.
Entertainment. Let's talk about the entertainment on the ship.
So they did a very similar layout on the Luminosa when it was being built to the Spirit class, rightfully so. So it still has the 2 atriums or 2 grand atrium spaces. So it does have an ocean plaza to go along with that.
That is actually on the newer ships and the refits. So that's like on the Vista class, and Ocean Plaza is kind of where they do trivias and stuff like that. So that'll be a nice space. Limelight Lounge, they're keeping that branding consistent.
Right.
Which is likely where they'll have comedy.
I'm guessing.
Because what's missing on this ship, or what's different on this ship, is the dedicated comedy space is gone.
Yeah.
Limelight. Okay, so but not to worry. There's still a theater.
There is a theater. It's a 3-deck theater. And instead of like on the Spirit class ships, where the theater spans from decks 2, 3, and 4, on the Luminosa, it's 1, 2, and 3. Deck 4 is rooms.
Which is why the comedy club is gone from deck 1, because that's where the theater is now. But they've added a whole raft of rooms on deck 4.
Forward.
So, which is likely why the capacity or guest count is slightly higher on the Luminosa than it is on our sisters.
Right.
Okay.
There's also a 2-story dance club.
Which the 2-story nightclub is such a cool with the I don't know. I'm assuming it's going to have the
spiral, but it seems like it's in a weird spot on this one.
It's super cool.
Yeah.
But like the theater, it's different.
Yes.
It's on decks 2 and 3 instead of
1 and 2.
1 and 2 on the Spirit class.
Right.
And then on deck 1, where the club is on the Spirit class, there's a bunch of additional rooms aft.
Right.
Those are all gone. It's now just listed as galley on the deck plan.
Right.
I would believe if this ship is successful, Carnival in a future dry dock will likely add more rooms down there.
Probably.
They like to add rooms onto the ship when she goes into dry dock.
Right, for sure. So we got to talk about what's missing. We've already kind of hinted towards some of these items. Some of the things we're used to seeing on Carnival ships are not present on the Luminosa, and a lot of this has to do with how quickly they need to turn the ship around to be able to start sailing revenue cruises. So unfortunately, this means that we're not going to see the Blue Iguana Cantina. So no burritos.
No burritos, burrito bowls, arepas. But that's okay.
It's okay.
That's okay.
And they might do a burrito bar, I would hope, you know, at least.
Like martinis?
Sure.
Got it. Also, Guy's Burger.
Yeah, Guy's
I mentioned
Burger
that
joint.
already. Guy's Burger joint is
not present.
But there is a grill. So
there is.
The deck plan lists 2 grills.
Right.
So
that's why I'm thinking one might be a burrito bar.
That
more
would be
permanently placed burrito bar.
That would be cool.
Yep.
Also missing is
the Red Frog Pub is not there.
The Red Frog Pub, so that entertainment space. They've got the Red Frog Rum Bar on Lido, but the actual pub where you've got the bar games and you've got the fun pub drinks and stuff like that, that's missing from the Luminosa.
You have a casino with a casino bar, and usually on the ships we're used to seeing a sports bar attached to that.
Oh, there is no sports bar. There was no sports bar. That we noticed that as well. That was missing.
Right. One of the other things that we've noticed that's really different on the Spirit class ships versus the Luminosa, and what makes the Luminosa look different just from a quick glance, aside from the funnel, of course.
That's right. Can we put that here?
Yeah.
Okay.
is the front of the ship looks different. So on the Spirit class ships, you actually have the kids clubs up in the front, and you have these little circular windows up there. And then it's a flat front up to the bridge.
Yeah.
Whereas on the Luminosa, there's actually some decks where you can go out on the front of the ship on decks 5, 6, and 7, I want to say.
And a crew area.
And a crew area on deck 4, I believe.
Is that deck 4?
I believe so.
Okay. So we believe it's a crew area because it's not listed as a guest area in the deck
completely
plan.
grayed out.
So that's why the warehouse is in a different place and some of the
Right.
clubs are in different places because they don't have that enclosed space at the front of the ship.
Obviously, when Costa commissioned this design of the ship, they changed some things based on their passengers' experiences and what they needed.
Which means the hallways to get to those. So on the Spirit class, one of the unique spaces on the Spirit class, there's never anyone there, but one of the unique spaces are these hallways that flank the forward theater to get to the front of the ship, to those clubs or those kids clubs or kids areas. You've got Gatsby's Garden on the Miracle. You've got on the Legend Enchanted Forest. Fun fact, that's where we did Christmas cards one year, was the Enchanted Forest.
Yeah.
So
when you were doing the canal, right?
Yes, so
Panama
those
Canal.
hallways are gone.
Yeah, they're not
missing.
present on this deck plan for the Luminosa.
The second pool and the water slides.
Yeah, no water slides.
None.
Not that's on the deck plans.
And again, if we think about it, Carnival is going to turn this ship around in a month and a half, 2 months, to add a waterworks or to add water slides. If you think about the plumbing and just the structural changes that would have to be done to make that happen, that's likely why.
Well, and to add to it, they announced this ship in June, and it went into dry dock 3 months, not even 3 months later in September. So that's asking a lot of planning to go into changing a ship from one brand to another.
That's true. That's true. And so she's going to get, like you heard, she's going to get a bunch of the stuff, but there will be some things that are notably missing.
Yep.
Maybe they'll join one day.
Yeah, who knows?
Maybe not. And there's some things that we're curious about on the deck plan that we're not sure.
Right. Like, what's a putting green? Is that a mini golf course? Or is it just
like the Carnival Splendor had. When she originally rolled out, she had like this putting green where you could practice your golf swing. Like, that would be...
And it was fully caged, so the golf balls aren't flying off the ship.
The other things that we are curious about, we've talked a little bit about the dining room annex, which kind of flip-flopped from portside or starboard to port. The card room, whether or not, is that the library? So there's just some things that we're not certain of on Luminosa that we'll learn as Carnival releases additional details. So that's what we know today about the Costa Luminosa. As we learn more, we'll update. We'll put a link here to thiscruiselife.com. As we learn more, we'll keep the channel updated. We'll keep this thiscruiselife.com updated. We're really excited. It's one that we're gonna try to get on next year for Alaska. I don't know how we're gonna arrange that, but I really would love to get on that ship right away when she comes over to the States so that we can take some video pictures and share more with you, right?
Absolutely. And if you're hopping onto the ship in Australia this coming summer, we want to hear about your experiences sailing on the Carnival Luminosa. What changed, what it looks like, does it feel like a Carnival ship? Those are some things that we're really curious to hear more about.
So thank you for tuning in, and for those of you who have already clicked that subscribe button, thank you. We are having so much fun doing these for you. If you haven't clicked subscribe,
do it.
Do it.
What are you waiting for?
And then you always like to say,
ring that bell.
Ring that bell so you get notifications.
We'll see you next time.
We will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.